See, that's a very, very big issue that most women have. They make a horrible mistake. Like it was said. They say good girls like bad guys. No, that's incorrect. Stupid, ignorant, childish women like bad guys. A immature woman like bad guys. Guys who want to gangbang, want to live a life of crime, want to sell drugs. The type of women that like those guys are what you would call immature, childish women who don't have no bills, they have no economic or financial responsibilities. These are the women that's excited to hang around somebody who can't contribute to a household, who can't support a family. They're excited to be around these guys who everything and every ounce about them is basically saying and explaining. It's basically saying and explaining that, hey, I'm not gonna take care of your kids. I'm not gonna try to help pay bills. That's an immature woman who will continue to conversate with somebody like that. And that's not safe for women that got children. Say, just an example, a woman got 2 children and she dealing with a thug or wannabe gangster, gangbanger, dope slanger, or a person that like to hit licks, meaning burglarize people's homes. You know what I'm saying? Or home invasions, where they breaking in people's house or kicking people's doors in while they're home and standing them up at gunpoint. Meaning somebody can get killed when you go in somebody's house, and when you go in people's house, they know their house better than you. So at certain places they can run, or certain places they can go and duck off to and get a weapon and kill you. Or you're robbing people at gunpoint and you pull a gun out on a person, the person don't care if you got a gun, and they pull their gun out and get to shooting. A lot of people that do robberies, you will bust try to rob somebody at gunpoint, you will bust a shot off, and that person then they'll bust a shot off. Cause you got the drop on them, you got the gun on them. So when you got your gun pointed, some people be so high, or some people be so drunk, or some people just have that nag about them because you don't know their attitude. You don't know some people, they don't give a damn. They're fighters. They're warriors. Some people say, man, you pull a gun on me and try to rob me, you better kill me because I'm doing everything in my power to try to take you off this planet. I don't care if you shoot me up. Some people have that mentality. So when you try to rob somebody, they're gonna grab the gun, they're gonna fight you, they're gonna do everything. You don't know. You can lose your life pulling a gun on somebody trying to rob them at gunpoint. And you bust a shot off, and then they bust a shot off, your shot missed. Or your shot grazed them, but they shot hit you dead in the center of the forehead. So many people and so many stories out here of that's going on in the street. So if a woman got 2 or 3 kids, hypothetically speaking, and she dealing with one of these thugger ruggers, one of these wannabe gangsters, wannabe criminals. Now people coming to your house, shooting your house up, because they know that individual who robbed their family or robbed their gang members or robbed they dope spot, they know they're in there. They shoot the house up. Your little kids, bullets fly in your little kid's room. You go in there, your child got a bullet wound. In the bed sleep. They come by 12, 1 o'clock at night, shoot the house up. They're not gonna come and ask, hey, do Pookie stay here? They're not gonna come knock on the door and say, hey, do Tyrone live here? They're not gonna come knock on the door and say, hey, is Ray Ray in the house? We just want to know before we shoot it up. They don't do that. You should have known Pookie and Ray Ray got no business in my house, because I'm not gonna wait on them to come and tell me that they've done some foolishness out in the street, and I can be implicated just by being around them. The streets don't work like that. They don't come and give you heads up or give you a warning that they finna come and do a crime to you or do harm to you, so you can go and notify the police. It don't work like that. So you got women that's putting their life in danger. But if you got children and you messing with a thug, that's what people mean when they say you are one of the dumbest women on the face of the earth. It's just like getting in the car with a drunk driver and this person can't even see over the storm, where they can't even raise their head up. But they got the key in the ignition, telling you to get in on the passenger side, put your kids in the back, let's go. And then they got their feet on the gas, driving the car, and you tell them, raise your head up, open your eyes up. And you still in the car with them. Hey, wake up, wake up. They driving going 85 miles per hour. You may make it home by the grace of God. But 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna wrap that car around a pole, killing everybody in there. 9 times out of 10. And you put yourself in that car. You put yourself in that position. Just like a story where a woman, she had 2 kids. This was in Detroit. She had 2 kids. And her brother just got out of jail. Out of prison. Did 5, 8 years. So he come home, he got this mentality, he finna take back over, the neighborhood, take back over the block. So he thinking in his mind, they don't respect me, these I've been locked up 5 to 6 years. He did like 6 years, almost 7 years, but he had a 5 to 8. He come home. He thinking the people that's selling drugs now in the neighborhood, they've been doing it since you've been gone, 5, almost 10 years. He's gonna tell them to stop selling drugs, pack up and leave. I'm finna be the one back selling drugs. So of course, shootout, a war finna break off, because they telling him, you broke, you ain't got no money. You ain't finna make us do nothing. So then what happened is, he decides, I'm finna go on a robbing spree. Every last one of these guys that's selling drugs, I'm finna rob them. First night, he robbed somebody. Put the gun on the person, say, hey, you got me. He didn't take no drugs. The person was riding in a nice car. What he did, he took, $2,000 cash off the guy. Guy had $2,000 cash on him. Second night, he goes out robbing. He goes in, knock on the door, act like, he coming to buy drugs, pull the gun out. When he pulled the gun out, the guy say, hey man, here go the drugs, take the drug that you coming to get. Just take the drugs. Nah, I want the rest of the drugs. So now it's a standoff. Another guy come out the back with a gun. He shoot him in the chest. The other guy, he shoot him. Shot him 3 times. Both of these guys live. So now these guys is looking for him, the one who came in did the rob. Now they looking for him. Third night, he goes in. He got one of his buddies with him. He goes in. They don't knock on the door. They kick the door down. Kick the door down. They go in with guns, telling everybody to get on the floor. The guy sitting on the couch Two guys sitting on the couch playing the game. One of them got a gun right there in his lap. The other one got an AK-47 beside the couch. These guys was ready. When they kicked the door down, they started shooting. Bah, 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 bah. They started shooting. So a shootout takes place. The guy that he go kick the door down with, he gets shot up 8 times. He's dead right there on the scene. Soon they kick the door in. No, them guys, they already hear somebody coming up the steps. They hear somebody coming up the steps. They look out the window. Boom, the door get kicked. Boom, kick it. Then they kick it again because the door kicked 2 times. They kick it again. The door come off the hinges. They already shooting off the first kick. Soon as they see these guys, they already getting shot up. He didn't even really get a chance to bust his gun. He had to take off running, had to retreat. So now they already looking for him. There's one crew is looking for him for robbing the first guy, the $2,000. This guy, he ain't gonna do much. He got family that's that's in the streets. They looking for him. The second house he robbed, he went in, shot some people. They looking for him, and they are deep. They heavily. They looking for him. The third ones he robbed, these guys are committing murders throughout the city. These are pretty much enforcers who sell drugs. They really about the business. So now this sister, who brother is doing, who did all this, guess what? She don't know that her brother, he wasn't going to get out. He was going to have to do 8 years. But since they said, okay, he got parole, they let him know, hey, if you can find somebody that's willing to let you live with them, we're going to come check it out, make sure it's safe, make sure it's clean, there's no criminal activity, no drug activity. Then if they agree to it, we'll grant you parole and you can go and live with that person. So he immediately started calling people. He called Auntie. Auntie said, nope, you're not living here in my house. You in them streets. We know what happened. You know what I'm saying? The first time you got locked up. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm a church going woman. I don't want none of that associated here. Second person he called, his grandmother. Grandma said, no, I got too many people living here. Your cousin stay here. She got her children here. And then you got another cousin stay here. She got her children here. Nah. Because the grandmother is in a 2-bedroom apartment, but she got like 3 families living there. So everybody piled on top of another. So that was a no-go. Then the next person he called, his sister, who just got her house. She just got a house. Section 8 came through. She got her house. Got a nice, decent house. Hey, he paroled to her house. She's struggling, black mother, 2 kids. She go to work. She going to school. She let him parole to her house. He wasn't out 12 days. He got 3 crews actively day and night. These people have already got paid half their money. It was $25,000. Then once they catch them or bring them to him or kill them, they get another $60,000. So everybody trying to get that money, but one crew specifically already got paid half the money up front. Well, a large portion of the money up front. So this guy, let's just say his name Junebug, who's doing all this robbery, got his sister house hot. He don't even go and notify his sister and tell her, hey, I think you might need to move. Or I think you might need to, lay low. Don't come home to your house for a while. He's embarrassed. He don't want to come tell her that. He got this tough guy mentality. Street mentality. I ain't gonna tell her what's going on in the street. I ain't gonna say nothing because she might go tell the police. So I ain't gonna tell her what's going on in the street. But yeah, he coming in her house. He's eating her food. He's laying on a sofa, watching her TV, basically running her bills up. She doing him a strong, extensive favor. And yet, behind her back, simultaneously, he's putting her life and her 2 children's life in danger. She got a girl, she got a boy. One is 3, one is 5. Guess what happened? These guys don't come and knock on the door and ask, hey, can you move the kids out the way? We're looking for Leroy. No. They come through, they shoot the house up. Nobody's home. The sister come home. She really don't notice the bullet holes in her house because, a lot of the bullet holes, they go. Some of them go in the roof. Some of them go here. Some of them go in the dirt. So she only had 2 bullet holes. No ones was shot out. Next thing you know, she easily can think that, hey, somebody came through, did a random shooting, and they was targeting somebody, and 2 of the bullets came in my area. Because not only her house was shot up or shot at, people cars got hit. Certain neighbors' cars got hit. So the neighbors come and tell her, hey, you don't know what your brother Junebug is out here doing in the street? You need to get out their house. People are actively looking for him. I heard that they finna come and kill everybody in your house. She like, oh, he ain't told me. They thinking she thinking, my brother wouldn't do me like that. He wouldn't, put me in that type of situation. Third night they come by. Second night they come by. Shoot the house up. Now she go to her brother. Say, hey, because one of the bullets went straight in the house, hit the child's wall right there by the bed. Didn't hit the baby, but the baby was in the bed. So she go to her brother, hey, man, this is the second time my house got shot up. He tell her, oh man, people know they talking about, man, I'ma handle these niggas, so you ain't gotta worry about, I'ma handle these niggas, big bro got it. The same night, he don't know people is staking out the house. Door kicked in. He's gone. They grab the sister. They say, where he at? They go in the house. They don't ask no question. Kill everybody in the house. They kick the door in, thinking he's in the house. They start shooting. The kids is in the front room. This is 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. The kids in the front room. She was cooking. They go in. As soon as they go in the house, they start shooting. A little kid got hit. Dead. So out of panic mode, they see the mom standing right there. She's a witness to seeing her baby getting shot. Of course she gonna go hard telling the police. This a 3-year-old that got shot. You got a 5-year-old who can talk very well. That's a witness. So they looking like we got 4 guys going there. We got 2 witnesses. The leader of their operation said, "Hey man, we gotta take all of them out." They shot the sister. Shot her 2 times. 1 in the chest, 1 in the head. Then they shot. It was a 5-year-old going on 6 who can talk very well. They got the baby, shot the baby in the head. 3 people dead in the house. Guess where Leroy at? Nowhere to be found. This nigga skipped town on his sister. Since he skipped town, his sister and her children are dead, but his sister knew he was a thug He was no good. He was a gangbanger. He was in these streets, and you had no reason, you had no right to let him in your house around your kids and endanger you and the kids. So the whole family is dead. Whole family dead. Another story. Female, good student. This happened in another city. Young woman, she's 23 years old. She was a basketball star. She went to community college on a basketball scholarship. She got a degree. She got a nursing license. Played basketball. She's known for being a good track star and a basketball player. Never was in the street. Never got in any trouble. She's a perfect model, student, athlete. She's in the newspaper for these things. Made the town, made the city look beautiful. Getting good recognition from her. She decides to go and be a nurse. She go to school, graduate, good grades. She got a job. She's working. She got a nice car, nice house, no children, doing good. She decides to hook up with a guy who is in a gang. I don't have to say what affiliation he was, but he's in a gang. She know he's in a gang. He's always wearing the same red colors all the time. People are always approaching him. He's getting into fist fights in front of the liquor store, because of his affiliation. He got on all this red. People say, hey, you in the Crip neighborhood, what you doing this red on? Hey, she's in the car with him. He's getting into fights. Punching guys punching him, fighting. One of the guys get knocked out. Another guy, tooth, get knocked out. Cool. One tooth got knocked out. He pulled a gun out. He started shooting. Nobody get hit. Before the police come, everybody flee. She knew this incident happened. So she's with this man. She's started dating him. She's 23. He's 25. They knew one another from when they was younger. So she gets with him. She know that he is trying to be a thug. She gets with him. While she with him, this incident happened at the in front of the liquor store where she could have got sent to jail because he got a gun in the car. The car gets shot. Police come. She can go to jail. Association. They get away. So 6 months go by, 8-9 months go by. What happened? They date. This guy still every other weekend shooting at people's cars, gang banging. Guess what? Come home scared. He ripping and running, telling her, "Hey, buy me a bus ticket. I got to get out of town." He leaves town. He's gone. 7-8 days. Nothing, no big deal. Nothing stirs up. The police don't stir up too much noise about it. He come back. She's still dating him. That's 2 signs. Leave this guy alone. Never ever contact him or allow him to contact you again. Come to her house. Hey, they still dating. He moves in with her. He got all his little thugger rugger homeboys coming over. And to these guys is 10, 15 deep all the time. So she think when she get off work, hey, we having a party. We finna drink a little bit. Engage in some cannabis a little bit. To her, this is fun. So I don't have to. She thinks she don't have to spend so much money going to the club. Turns around, what happens? These guys, they all amped up, they hyped up, and all this nonsense. Turn around, they still gang banging. Now the people that they're gang banging with, they did a drive-by. So these people is looking for. He did a drive-by in her car. She know he's doing these type of things because he's doing it. They was together 9 months. He's using her car. Got his little thug partners in her car. They going around shooting at people. Okay, cool. Guys come back. One day, he give her the car. She get the keys. She go to work. She's heading to work. Soon as she pulled out of the driveway, she get down the street. She's about 10 minutes away from work. She's almost at work. They see the car. They're on the car. 2 cars are following her car. She got nice tinted windows. So they don't know that it's her in the car and not him. But they know this is the car that shot at us. That's the car because it's a bullet wound right there by the trunk. We know that's the car. We shot that bullet right there. We shot that bullet hole right there. So cool. She driving the car. She knows all this done took place, but she don't know the extent of danger that she put herself in. She figured in her mind, I'm not the one shooting at these people. I'm not the one doing the drive-bys. So they don't have they should be able to see me when I'm in the car and know, hey, this is not Tyrone. Don't shoot at the car. Wrong. She leave the house. She's headed to work. She's about 10 minutes away from her job. That's how far it is from her house to her job. She just 5 minutes away. She's at the stoplight. This car pulls up beside her. She's in the lane where when the light turn red, you keep going. They pull up in the lane. If the light turn green, you turn left. They pull up beside her. They shoot off 15. You got a shooter in the front. You got a person shooting out the back. They put 15 rounds in her car from 2 different guns. And they hurried up and drove off. This sister had 8 bullet holes in her. When the car gets shot up and the window store breaking, they see that he's not in the car. It's only her in the car. They smash off and hurry up and drive off. He comes, he get the news, hey, your girlfriend's car just got shot up. She's hit. He jumps in the car with his little thugger-rugger gangbanger. They run to the scene. He basically killed her by putting her in that situation. But she basically committed suicide by trying to be in a relationship and falling for the lie that you can be having a thug as a spouse, a gangbanger as a spouse. If they really in those streets, no, you can't. If his own friends that's hanging around him is not safe, then it's 100% a fact that people that's around him and his friends are not safe. He got friends that's getting shot, getting killed, getting shot in the stomach, getting shot in the back, getting shot in the head. They're around him. They're not safe. So if you engage yourself to step into that crowd, of course you're not safe either. This is not something that just happens sometimes. This happens all the time. You even have a situation that happened to a certain rapper's daughter. A rapper, his daughter was in a situation like that. And you would think he's famous. They should know his daughter. Everybody know his daughter. Okay. She date a thug. This thug is doing felonious, evil crimes to harm other people's lives. Guess what happened? When she's not in the car, or he's in the car with her, somebody spot that car. They don't care who in it. They're trying to get their target. And that rapper daughter got killed, not based on her actions. She also was a good young lady, had a promising life, promising future. But choosing to sleep and live and be in a relationship with a thug is committing suicide. She's dead. That certain rapper daughter is dead now today. Black women, you fall victim to this all the time because you have the men that you're supposed to pick and choose from of your race. All of them want to gangbang. All of them want to sell drugs. So it's harder on you. It's more important for you to say, hold on. Out of 10 dudes that you could mess with, black woman, 5 of them gangbanging. Don't pick none of those 5. Pick the other 5 that's going to church, that's going to school, that's going to work, that's out here doing something positive in the community. Pick from those 5. Don't pick the one that want to be representing blue, or the one that want to be representing red, or the one that want to be selling drugs, or the one that want to be robbing people. I think it's funny. Because I promise you, none of these gangbangers ever laugh when they get shot and they land in that hospital bed and they got all this pain from those big old staples that's stuck in their stomach because the doctor had to cut them open, had to rip tissue apart, had to rip their guts apart to try to get that bullet out, had to go in and cut their lungs, had to go in and cut their stomach open to try to get to that vein, to get to that artery that won't stop bleeding, and try to close that vein up so this person won't die. It's never funny then for the next 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months. They in pain so bad that they wish they had died while they trying to heal from their bullet wounds. Bullet wounds are not nothing to play with. Because when you get shot, say you get shot in the arm, that arm your right arm, most people, their right arm dominant. So they everything they do, they have to do with their right arm. You get shot up, you get hit in that arm. Now that arm, you have to work very, very hard to get that arm to lift up. When you reach out to grab something, you have to really, really work real hard to get your fingers to work to grab something. So women got to be very, very careful, and especially black women, Latino women, Mexican women. Y'all have a much more higher rate of young men not having a father, coming from broken home. The mother is not there to love them and train them and teach them. So it's easy for them to be recruited into a gang. They have family members that's selling drugs, that's in gangs. So it's easy for them to fall right in. They have a real serious struggle on their hand. But black women, Latino women, Mexican women, y'all have to start using wisdom, because it's much more difficult for you all to find a mate that is dependable, that is reliable, that is successful, that is respectable, that is a man. It's hard. It's difficult. It's not an easy thing for you all, black women. It's not. So this is a very, very serious issue for y'all to have to know and for y'all to have to learn. It's a very, very serious issue. It's serious. For y'all to be able to get this wisdom and apply it. Stay away from those gangbangers. Stay away from those overpriced, pretty tennis shoe wearing ass niggas. Stay away. Like I said, I promise you, if they're wearing them overpriced, because over in China, over in Korea, they make those Louis Vuittons, those Gucci shoes, those Balenciagos, those Dolce and Gabbana shoes, those Michael Jordan shoes, those Nike shoes, those Air Max. They make those shoes for $3. They pay people $12 a day to make them. You go to those countries, you can buy you a pair of Jordans for $12. But they bring them back over here to America because America is a land where you have overpriced fools, dummies, who have a need for greed. They want to try to make the next person look bad. And that's the only way they can make themselves feel good. So they would spend $400 for a pair of Jordans. They would spend $500 for some red bottoms. They would spend $5,000 for some Balenciagos. They would spend $2,000 for some Versace shoes. This America. Land of the brave, land of the stupid, land of the ones who think they free. This America. So you have to be very, very conscious that if he got those type of shoes on, trust he got those pretty overpriced shoes on, he's not going to nobody's job. Because you can't wear no tennis shoes. Can't wear tennis shoes with a suit on, suit and tie on, working at a company, at a corporation. You don't wear tennis shoes on an oil field or doing construction. You don't have pretty tennis shoes on when you're doing those jobs. You got your dirty tennis shoes on. You got your work boots on. You got your dress shoes on when you're going into these corporate offices. When you got a desk job. You bringing home that money for your family. Black women, Latino women, Mexican women. Once you see your black brother that you may think is attractive, you may think he handsome, you may like the way he talk to you, it make you feel good when he talk to you. Once you see him and he got those overpriced tennis shoes saying, hey baby, what's your name? Tell him your name is Job, capital J-O-B, capital J-O-B, Job. And the E is for every time you ask me that, I'm gonna let you know, get out my face, Job. When you tell him your name is Job, J-O-B-E, the nigga is allergic to you. Soon these niggas hear the words, hear the word job, they immediately start running from you. A job they just bust out in a rash and start itching. Like the comedians say, they ain't looking for no job. They think a job supposed to look for them, supposed to knock on the door. Hello, who is it? Job. Can't find a job. But I bet you they can find a blunt stick. I bet you they can find a pint of liquor. I bet you they can find them pills that they be popping. Them other intoxicants that they be taking. They know where the nearest street pharmaceutical market is at. But they can't find a job market. Very, very peculiar. Only stupid women who have not went through enough pain yet pick these men to be their husband. A husband is not somebody you lay in the bed with. A husband is a job title, someone that you employ to help make your life better and your business and financial and economical affairs more comfortable. Husband is not somebody that you have babies with. That's not the only thing that a husband is for. A husband is a job title. The title is something that is earned, something that is achieved. A man is not a male human. A man is a job title. It is a title. That's what a husband is. It's a title. It's something that has to be earned. You got to do certain things. You got to become a certain way. You got to achieve certain things to be called and to be able to be classified and labeled a man. Now, you have another incident, another story, another parable that took place. Gave you the side of gangbangers. A woman that's trying, women that lost their lives to gangbanging. Women that's been shot in the neck because she was standing beside a gangbanger. He came to her neighborhood to meet her, to visit with her. But he's a gangbanger. She's been living in this neighborhood the whole time, her whole life. So these people, it's like family to her in her neighborhood. This guy comes over to her neighborhood to visit her. So she allowed him to come over. You know, they in high school or whatever. He want to come over to her neighborhood and say, yeah, brought a couple of my guys with me. Come on, let's fight. Let's go fight these people in her neighborhood. He's basically trying to recruit her to give him information where certain people in their neighborhood. She don't know what's going on. He come over, hey, you know Fitzgerald? Yeah, I know Fitzgerald. Where he stay at? Right there. You know Tyrone? Yeah, I know Tyrone. I grew up with Tyrone. What Tyrone at? Right there. So he come over there with this foolishness on his mind. So what happened? He comes over. He confront these guys trying to gangbang. They get into a fight. Boom, boom, boom. She's confused like, what the world fighting? What's going on? Shots get fired. She's on the ground, shot in the neck, paralyzed from the neck down. Yes, after she got shot, the police sirens coming. She's right there, could have lost her life and bled to death. He took off running. Him and his buddies took off running. Left the young lady, she was 17, left her down on the ground. Left her down on the ground. Bleeding out. People from all over the neighborhood that know her had to run and try to, put pressure on the wound, hold her, try to comfort her until the ambulance got there. The guy that she was dating, the gangbanger that she was dating, her parents told her, "Don't bring him back to our house, and we don't want to find out that you're dating him anymore." She was just dating him 2 months. The family found out. People came and told the family, "Hey, your daughter is dating such and such a name. You might want to tell her not to do that," because she had church-going parents. Parents that believe in God and believe in doing right. So the family came and told her, that's not a good look for the family, and that's not a good look for you. Leave him alone. She thinking, hey, we just friends, whatever. Don't bring him back to this house. So she would go over her friend's house down the street. Say, Mom, I'm going over to Tanisha's house. She go down the street, and the guy would meet her there. And that's where all the drama started. She thinking, he just like her. She's 17. He's 19. Oh, she think he like her. The whole time, he probably did like her a little bit, but the whole time, he was just getting information on certain individuals, men that lived and the guys that lived in the neighborhood, where they stayed at, where they be at, how often they be there, so he can go and try to fight them and gangbang on them. She naive. She thinking her parents not loving her and protecting her and trying to shelter her and care for her, to keep her away from danger. She thinking they just being mean and don't want me talking to her. But in her mind, she thinking, hey, he just a friend. Only thing we do, we just talk, laugh, crack a few jokes, cut the radio on, do a couple dances. It wasn't nothing serious. That's how she think in her mind. But being around these gangbangers, yes, it is very serious. I know in the streets, gangbanging, when we move a certain way, we don't have no civilians around us. Why? Because we don't want it on our hand that a little 5-year-old, you understand, that was walking with us, when we finna go smash on somebody, he's with us, something can happen to him. The old lady over here, you know what I'm saying? When we finna go smash, you know, she in the car with us. We don't want nobody that is innocent or that's a civilian or that's not involved with our criminal activity around us. If this dude going to school or he a good kid, no, you can't hang with you. You can't walk down the street with us when we going to do this. Because this only involve you and you're not that type of person, and we respect you. We respect our community, so we don't put civilian lives in danger when we move. Our mission is done right. When we step right. But busters, weak individuals, they don't care. They don't have that type of street knowledge. They don't have that type of wisdom. When they move, you move right. When you go do a drive-by or something, man, double check and make sure ain't no kids out. If so, too many kids out, man, hey, 88 that mission, man. Or 86 that mission, however you want to throw it. We already own them. We ain't letting up off of them. We just ain't got to do it right now. We know, give it an hour, give it 2 hours, the street lights finna come on, these kids finna go in the house, then we can pop firecrackers. But it's busters. They put you right in the mix. They put the civilian right in the mix. They know they got a brother or a cousin. They're just following them, walking to the store. But you knowing you going to the store to go do some ignorance. Or you may see, opposition. But you got your little sister with you. You just walking her to the store to get some chips. So I'm going to let the opposition slide. Got my little sister. Or he may got his little sister or his little baby with him. Man, we let you slide. We ain't putting these kids. Nigga, me and you can meet on the back street. Take the kids on. We can rumble in the jungle. Not put our people in harm's way. But it's the busters. It's always get the little babies hit in the head. Always got the old lady scared to come out the house to sit on the porch, get a little sunlight. Because they can't walk around that much. So they trying to stay healthy to get a little sunlight. They don't even want to come on the porch no more. It's busters. The weak ones, the ones that move reckless, those the ones that's going to snitch on everybody. Because if they're not thinking how they move, then they not going to think when they get in the interrogation room. When they get in the interrogation room, they're not going to think that they really looking at 99 years. They're not going to think that they really looking at 3 life sentences. They wasn't thinking that it would get to that point. They were just trying to get some fame and notoriety so they can fuck the little girl down the street. They just want some hood fame so they can get some coochie. Sister, stay away from these niggas. Gangbangers do not live a life of crime. Street niggas don't live a life of crime and then try to go find a woman to settle down with while they still engaged in the criminal activities. Nah, nigga know if he in the street, he gonna do his street thing, and when he done with the street, he put that life down, then he start going to church or start going to the mosque, start going to the synagogue, then he try to find a wife, then he try to settle down, then he try to find a family. But once you moving, you can't play the good guy and the bad guy at the same time. You either with it 100 or you ain't with it. Ain't no 50% when you running in these streets. When you bagging in, it ain't no halfway in, halfway out. You trying to raise kids and trying to be a father, but yet you out here OGing in the hood. You out here calling shots. It don't work both ways, homie. These is fictional fairy tale minded ass niggas. Think you can go out here and blast on the enemy, and then the enemy just supposed to sit back and chill because you at home at your house. You just shot their house up, but they ain't gonna come shoot your house up because you got a family. Nah, it don't work like that. When it's up there, it's stuck there. And some dudes get so irrational with their movements. If they can't get you, man, they gonna shoot your little kids in the head. All warriors make sure that their family is protected first before they slide. Move mama out the hood. It's really beef like that. Hey, mama, you got to go down south for a minute. Or if you're down south, hey, mama, you got to go up to Chicago, Detroit for a minute. It's real. It's really real like that. Look at Honeycomb Brazy. Look at his situation. And peace to that brother and his family. But y'all, he wants y'all to learn from his situation. He came to his parents, his grandparents, and say, "Hey, I really did some things out here in these streets, and it's some serious cats that want me. So I got a little money. I'm gonna pay for y'all to just leave. You know, just relocate for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Or just move. Just move. I'll pay for everything." They don't want to move. Well, just leave just for a little while, and then, you know, stay away for a couple of weeks, and then I'll pay for everything. Then y'all come back. They said, "Nah, we don't want to move." Right then and there, he realized, I put my family life in danger based on the lifestyle that I'm living. But that's what a real nigga do. He come back and notify the family. Hey, I'm in some shit. Y'all got to move around. Now, if they choose not to move around, they say they don't want to go, then you gotta step your game up to make sure they protect you. You can't duck and hide no more. Cause they're gonna blow at your family to make you pop up at the funeral, to make you pop out. Shit, kill somebody he love, or kidnap somebody he love. I bet he pop out if he G like that. So if you think that okay, I ain't gonna mess with the gangbang. I mess with my nigga. My nigga, he sell drugs. He sell dope. He really don't be gang. He don't gangbang. He say he ain't with that type of stuff. Well, let me tell you a story on that. People I know personally. I had a relative. Hey. She in the streets. She got kids, so she want her a dude that hey, he a dope boy. Got them pounds. He can lay 50 on them in your lap. So of course, every day, then he working a job. He hustling big time and working a job. So when soon he get off work, guess what? $500, $600, $800. Go get some drink. Go get some smoke. They finna turn up. They finna have a party every time he get out of work at 5 o'clock. Soon he get off his little construction job, boom, he come straight home. They finna tee up. So of course she in love with the money. Before he go to work, baby, that's $400-500. That's every day. She can say, "Hey, can I get another $200?" Oh yeah. You know what a little petty chain stash. Say, go on in there and get that. He gone out the door, go to work. I can come and say, "Hey, look, man, let me get $100. You ask for $100, nigga give you $3. You ask for $20, he give you $100. Hey, man, let me get $20, man. Here go $100. So you love that money. You love that financial security. When your family can just reach out and touch 100,000 cash and just spread it out to the family. But it come with a cost. After coming home one day, some guys, you come home one day, we going up the steps. Look on the step, they go blood on the step. What the hell? Going up to the apartment. What? More blood? What the fuck going on? You going up the steps, we headed to the apartment. It's more blood. Like, what the fuck going on here? The apartment door, oh shit, bitch, off the hinges. Look on the floor, it's a puddle on the floor. You step over that puddle, you walk over it, it's a whole nother puddle on the floor. And then we see, our people laying on the ground. Deceased, gone. House stinking, flies all over them. Eyes looking, but he ain't seeing shit. It makes your stomach just drop in your crouch area to where you gotta throw up right now. You got to throw up. It's a feeling that hits you so hard in your heart, in your soul, to where you want to cry, you want to holler, you want to scream. You don't know which one you want to do first. And it makes you just want to throw up because you having such a rush of emotions. It make you want to throw up. We gotta run out the apartment. Your chest fill up with so much energy, your face can't even make an expression to cry. You're in shock. You see your loved one laying on the ground. 6 bullet holes in them. They arms still up. Fingers just balled up like they were just taking their last breath and then their muscles just locked up. Mouth wide open. Tongue hanging out the mouth. Flies all on the tongue. Going in and out the damn mouth. That's what happened. Come from selling drugs. 5 in the morning, the robbers is knocking on the door. They knocking on the door. They kick the door in. Boom! Soon we come to the door and you touch the door and get ready to try to open it up, they come to the door with somebody that they know. Hey, man, it's Tyrone. Oh man, what's up? What's up? Hold on 1 second. You to open the door up. Boom! Kick the door to throw you off. Hit the door, hit you dead in your forehead. So if you got your gun, you immediately gonna drop it. This incident, he ain't have his gun, so the people that came to the door, he knew them. He knew one of them. Story tells. They come to the door at 5 in the morning. Knock on the door with somebody he know. He don't even had a gun. Cause they already done called. Got the phone call in the phone. Boom, door get kicked. Throw him off guard. Come in, where is it? They really thought that he had it there, but the person that came that he knew, they already seen him go and pick up 80. But they miscalculated how fast he took that 80 and hurry up and call somebody else to come get this 80 and take it to the safe spot. Got to get it out of here. The robber don't know. The robber know you got dope in the house, or you be having dope in the house. They just don't know when the dope is in there or when the dope is out of there. The wolves is outside the house and they want that dope. They slobbing out the mouth. They ready to eat. Most of the time, the robbers is the niggas that's on dope too. They on dope too. They get high too. So them being hungry mean not that they ready to eat some food or not that they ready to spend some money. Nah, we ready to sit back and get high for 3, 4, 5 days. That's how the robber think. The robber don't want to sell no dope. The robber want to get high. So the robber sit back saying, man, oh, he got that dope up in there. You know how long we finna get high? You know how many girls we finna have relation with and have sex with getting high? Man, we ready to get up in there and go get the dope. Come on, let's go get it. Hold on, we be patient. That's how starving the robbers is. They don't want no food. They hunger is for the dope. They addicted. So your life, for them to be able to get high, oh, that's a small price to pay. That's nothing to them. Like I said in the book of Proverbs, Proverbs chapter 1. Let us lurk privately. Let's lurk in the cut so we can take lives. Take the lives of the precious. Take the lives of the innocent so we can kill people. And they blood be on the money. And let's rob them. Let's spoil them. Spoil them mean let's go and rob and take their stuff. Because if it's yours and I take it, that means it's spoiled. I got your 80 pounds. I got your 5 kilos. That's what the word spoil means. When you rob something from somebody or you kill somebody and you take it, that's called a spoil. You enjoying your spoil. Another story. Another parable for those who think that, okay, well, the women who think, well, my dude don't gang bang. He's a hustler. He just sell drugs. Well, it was two friends. One selling drugs. The other one, he run the errands. So this drug dealer, he know you got a difference between dope boys and drug dealers. His friend was a dope boy. The other one, let's say one name is A, one name is B. A, he's a drug dealer. B, he's a dope boy. A dope boy don't give a damn about no money. If you had a choice to give him, if he had a choice that you would give him $10,000 cash right now, or $10,000 in drugs right now, every time the dope boy gonna take the drugs over the cash, because he pay everything. He pay the people drugs to do whatever he need for them to do. So to him, money is useless unless you go and spend it at a store. But in a nigga that's in the streets all the time and doing street shit, he don't need no money. He need drugs to get people to move and maneuver and turn flips and fix shit and wash cars and come and clean houses. He need that. He want dope to pay them off. That's a dope boy. They don't want the cash. They want drugs in their pocket. Cause to them, drugs is cash, better than cash. A drug dealer, on the other hand, because the dope boy, he used drugs. So to him, if he gets some money, he just finna go spend that money for drugs. So if he got the drugs, what the hell you need money for? He got all the cannabis he want. He can blow cannabis. Look, he got 4-5 pounds. Man, what the hell I need? What I need cash for? I got cannabis right here. We can blow cannabis all day or whatever drug he got. He can do the drug all day. So that's a dope boy. He can go and buy a car and say, hell, man, here go six things right here. Let's trade that for the car. Before you know it, the person signing over, he got the car. You need some rims, man? Here go four pencils right here. You can write all day. There you go. He got the doggone. He got the rims on his car. He riding all day. Need somebody to cut his yard? Hey, look here. There was something right there for you. Cut the yard and cut everybody else's yard over here too. That's a dope boy. A drug dealer, they don't use drugs. They want cash. They stack their money up to the ceiling. They don't drink. They don't smoke. They always sober. They enjoy being sober so they can be on point and count that money and let that money keep counting to the ceiling. They finna take this money and go and buy a business. They finna take this money and go and buy houses. They finna take this money and invest in real estate. They finna take this money and go and buy 18-wheelers and start their 18-wheeler company, a trucking company. They finna take this money and go and spend $150,000 on a car washing service, detailing service. A drug dealer, he's more business minded. On a corporate level. The dope boy, he's on the black market. He's in the streets. Only time he need money when it's time to pay rent, when it's time to buy cigars out the store. That's the only time he need money. He only need money when he can't buy. He need cash when he can't trade it for drugs. And of course, every time before you spend money, he gonna try to see can he trade it for drugs. Oh, okay, that's a bank. Okay, I can't do that. All right, here go the money. Only time he need money when he can't trade it for drugs. The drug dealer, he don't like being on the block. He don't like being in the dope house, waiting on the customers to come. He don't like that. He'll rather pay somebody else a percentage to do that. Because he's business minded. He the type of person that'll hustle on the side and then go and work 2 jobs also in a day. Work 2 jobs. He's business minded. So A was business minded. B, well, he was a dope boy. He like to sit in the hood all day, and he don't want to leave out the hood if he ain't got to. Forget going on vacation. Forget going on trips. He like being in the hood, messing with them big booty hood rats, with all them bastard fatherless kids. He loved them. He loved that. He loved the drama. He loved to see the fights in the hood. He loved that. That's the dope boy. That's B. So, A, he moved out the hood. He got a house. That's one of his house where everybody meet him at. People think that's where he live at. He park his cars there. He cut lights on. He pretend like that's where he live at. Meanwhile, he done bought another house and another house. These is houses that he fixing up to get ready to renovate. So the house that he lives at, it's a nice house, 30 miles outside of the hood. 30 minutes outside the hood. So don't nobody know he live in these white folks' neighborhood. The white people don't even really know. They just see a nice black guy get off work and this woman get off work. She go in the house. She got kids. The kids go in the house. They play in the yard sometime. Nobody know he stay there. That's from the streets. That's from his hood. So he's staying 2, 3, and 4 steps ahead of them. Nobody can get next to him. He don't hide the drugs in one of his houses. He got family members where he hide the drugs at. So just in case they break into one of his rent houses, because one of them, they don't know this rent that he's sitting fixing these houses up there to rent. So they think he live in this house. Oh yeah, and he got another house over here. They know about those 2 houses, but they don't know about the 3rd house where he really live. No one knows where that at. But B the only one know where that's at. So B, he gets into a situation where he gambling so much, and then while he gambling, he using drugs. He just using the drugs a whole lot, which making him lose more money while he gambling. He love to shoot dice all day, play cards all night, and when he wake up in the morning time, he go to the casino. So B lose $5,000 in one day, $20,000 in one day. He don't got a problem doing it. That's what he does, and that's his problem. That's why he's always short for cash. Soon A get a new package. Guess what he doing? Man, come on, man. I'm ready to hit the streets, man. The streets calling for this, man. Street crying for this, man. What's taking so long with the package, man? How long? I'm ready to break it down and go ahead, make us this money. He always saying, make us this money, make us this money. A just sit back and he be puzzled a little bit at how impatient, and it's alarming how impatient his partner is, but they grew up together. They've been childhood friends forever. That's his day one. B, so he know he ain't gonna do nothing, but he don't know B drug habit is getting worse, and his gambling habit is getting worse. So now he's drooling out the mouth, he's salivating out the mouth, he's slobbering out the mouth. He's a wolf now. And long as you feed the wolves, the more they're gonna stay off you and from trying to hunt and eat you and kill you. You gotta keep throwing bones out there. You gotta keep feeding the wolves. He never suspected his dog turned to a wolf. He infected with rabies. He never suspected that his number one dog turned to a wolf on him. The wolf can't wait till you turn your back and attack you and eat you. The wolf don't bite nothing he can't kill and eat. He didn't suspect his dog really was a wolf. He thought that was his dog. Your dog is loyal. Your dog will run in the middle of the hell and fight fire. Your dog when two hungry bears coming your way, your dog will run out there and put his life on the line so you can get away and fight them bears. Your dog will do that for you. But a wolf, he gonna join in with the bears to eat your ass. But A didn't know this is what B was doing. Through his drug habits, through his gambling addiction, he didn't know this what was going on. He didn't know it. He didn't know it. So what happens? He turns around. Somehow, somebody comes to his house that's in the suburbs. Kick the door in. No, they don't kick the door in. They knock on the door. Come right on in. This when they find out that somebody stays like the door got kicked in. That's afterward. So let me slow it down. The door gets knocked on. A's wife is there. So she know who the hell it is. They let him in. The incident the scene go down in the kitchen. So this person was able to walk into the house, past the living room with her, and go into the kitchen. They allowed into the kitchen. They allowed to walk through the house. So what B does, he goes to the house. Hey, sister-in-law, what's up? She got no problem. Come on in. Man, where my man at? He told me to meet him here. Oh, he did? Call his phone. I just got the phone with him. He said he'll be here in about 5-10 minutes. Before you know it, what happens? What happens? The door's unlocked. 3 dudes come in with masks on. He pretended like he don't know what's going on. Hey, man, don't do nothing to my sister. Hey, man, don't do nothing to my sister. What a dope at? Where those 80 bricks at? Where is that? Where is that? She tell him she don't know what they're talking about because he don't keep no work there and he don't let her know what's going on. So she clueless. They thinking she lying. Bam! Slaps her the head with the gun. Bust her face. Eye is busted open. Blood going all in her eye. She trying to think of a lie she could say. B sitting over there. Hey, man, don't hit her, man. Don't do that, man. Leave us alone. Don't harm her, man. Don't harm her. Ain't nothing here. Ain't nothing here. Bap! Slap her again. She tried to grab a kitchen knife and try to cut one of them. They shoot her down. Blah! So she shot. B jump up and say, man, you can't. I told you not to shoot her. What the hell you doing? Man, she was finna go ahead and cut me. Man, what the fuck you done shot her, nigga? I told you don't harm him, goddamn buddy. Man, fuck that, man. What a dope at. She laying on the ground bleeding out. They think she dead. She hear B conspiring to do this shit. She played dead like she was gone. She opened her mouth up and act like she was dead. She see B with these 3 guys rambling through her house. Her kids is screaming. She heard B upstairs tell the kids, all right, y'all okay, mama okay. Yeah, they told me to babysit y'all. So y'all go ahead, get back in the bed, okay? The kids weren't even going to bed. It's the weekend, they up. So she hear B tell the kids, oh, y'all get back in the bed, everything okay? Get back in the bed. She hearing this. This made her soul want to come out her body to hear the betrayal of somebody she grew up with, her husband grew up with. He's in their house betraying them. Push the kids back in the room and close the door while they ramble through the house. Didn't find a damn thing. So they can't find nothing. They just go in the house and just start taking jewelry. Just getting his jewelry. Give me that. Let's get that. They hear them around the house. Didn't have no dough. The jewelry that they got was probably worth $4,000 on the street. A come home, see his wife on the ground, his kids standing over her, laying in her blood, hysterical. He heard him call the ambulance. Wife made it. She in the hospital, intensive care. He said, baby, who did this? The police said, well, there was masked. The neighbors said they seen 3 masked gunmen come into the house. 3 masked gunmen. Oh man, I don't know who the hell this is. He called B up. Hey B man, we got an issue, man. Blah 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 blah. B tell him, hey man, what's going on? Man, look, I can't talk with the phone. It's ASAP. Agent assistance. How soon can you get to me? Man, I'm doing something right now. Let me call you back in 30 minutes. Soon he hung the phone up, he already knew. This nigga right here had to have something to do with it. Nigga come to my house every day. Nigga call me before I get up. Now something serious has happened. Something tragic has happened. And nigga, you gonna tell me you gonna call me back? What the fuck? Go back to the hospital. Doctor said, hey, your wife is in stable condition. She had 2 surgeries. Her eye, she lost her eye. But we saved it. She almost lost it. But we saved it. But she gonna be slightly blind in the eye. Damn. Doctor leave out the room. Hey, baby. Who did this? She started crying. She said one word, one name, B. He break down in the hospital, pass out damn near. From the hurt that his day one homie betrayed him. Best friend. They've been knowing one another ever since kindergarten. Best friends. Played G.I. Joes. Played video games all night. Spent the night at one another's house. They got older, they got into the streets. Now they grown men, they ready to exit out the streets. A ready to exit out the street. B still want to stay in the streets. B to turn to a low-down, backstabbing junkie. Ace still got his back, still supporting him, still taking care of him. He fall down in the hospital room, crying. The doctors come in. They bring security in. They say, sir, you got to leave. You're going to disturb your wife. The wife is crying. Her blood pressure running up. They said, you got to get out of the intensive care unit. He's so hurt that he put his family in danger. His wife about to lose her life. She almost died. I don't know what he know. He's like, he don't know whether to be hurt because his wife about to die and he put his family in danger, or which one hurt the most? My best friend that I love in this world betrayed me because he want to get on drugs. He got this wicked gambling habit. He hanging with robbers. He hanging with criminals. He hanging with street niggas all the time. Not trying to save his money. Not trying to stack his money. Not trying to get out the hood. He like to stay with women that's on Section 8. He like to go to the projects. Instead of getting his own apartment, he'll tell somebody, hey, let me rent your apartment out. Or let me rent a room out of your apartment. Ace couldn't change his partner. He couldn't change him. He couldn't change him. So now his partner done turned on him. Went from a dog to a wolf on him. Rabies infected. So now Ace got to go sit in this car on a rainy day crying because he got a decision to make with his gun in his hand. Do I put the game down and say I'm done? Or do I go kill my best friend? That's when he stopped the dope game. Got in church. Got his life together. He never ever looked B's way again. He's never ever went back to the neighborhood again. Took the money he had, donated most of it to charity, gave it off to a couple churches, helped a couple families in the hood. The rest of it, he just put it up, started him 2 businesses, and just went legit. He hated the day that he joined the dope game. He almost lost his family, almost lost his wife, who he loved, but he damn sure lost his best friend. He can't never see him again. He can never ever lay eyes on him again. When he called him on the phone, he told him, "Hey man, let me come holler at you." And he told him, "Man, look, bro, I'm gonna call you back. I'm doing something, bro. I got you, bro. What you doing? Come on, bro. Get all up in it. Go on, man. I'm gonna call you back, bro." Every time the 2 times he tried to call and get in contact with him, the first time he told him, "Man, come, we get, something went down. I can't speak it over the phone, aid and assistance." "All right, bro, I'm gonna hit you back in 30 minutes. Never got a call back from him. 4 days later, he called him again. "Hey, I need to holler at you. We need to talk." He brushed him off again. That's when he know, I cannot see my friend without him going in the grave. I love him so much, I'd rather never ever see him again in my entire life. That's the decision he had to make. And he had to also make a decision, leave the streets alone. I can't change these streets. People that's in these streets, I can't save them. They got to come out the streets. And then I can help them. But as long as you in the streets, I can't come in the streets to pull you out the streets. Because now, instead of 1 nigga in the street, now we got 2 niggas in the street. That's me and you. Stop trying to save niggas that's in the streets. If they really wanted to be helped, they would get their ass out of the streets, step up to a higher standard, return to their true self, and then maybe somebody can begin to help them help themselves. That is true help. Not me doing the work for you, but me helping you help yourself. Don't fall victim to running in the streets, trying to help a friend, trying to help a family member. No. When they get tired of hitting themselves over the head and jumping off those tall buildings, breaking their back, then they gonna stop doing that dumbass shit. Then they gonna remove from doing foolishness as a sport, thinking being ignorant and doing dumb things is fun. Don't fall for that. "Oh man, I need you, man, I need you." Only thing they doing is trying to take advantage of you because they done ran out of people to take advantage of. You just the next person on the list for today. That's why when the Bible said, "Help the needy, help the poor," it's talking about a person that is needy, but they are righteous. And they just need a little help. It's talking about the poor that are poor, but are righteous. They're not out here trying to sell dope. They probably could. Or the woman not out here prostituting. She's poor and she's prostituting. No, she's poor because she's not prostituting herself. She's righteous. She still got her heart. Not the ones that's doing all this wickedness. They have money. They get blessings. But they want to mess their blessings off and then come back and cry to you and tell you they let them mess your blessings off. God don't bless you and give it to a person that's finna throw away the blessing and waste the blessing that he just gave you. God don't work like that. When God said help people, he's not talking about the people that he is punishing. If you're gonna help somebody, help people that deserve the help, not people that need it. You give to the deserving, not the needy. That's why it's always been a question that I oppose to people. If you got 2 type of people, one was in need and one deserved it, which one would you help? Most people always say the needy. That's always the wrong answer. The needy can be a person that's walking, they have no shoes on, it's hot, they sweaty, and they need a glass of water, they need a place to stay, they need some shoes, they need a car or a vehicle so they can get out of this heat. Then you got deserving. The deserving, they have shoes on, they got clothes on their feet, they got a car, they got a house. But this person just did a humongous favor for you. help you, possibly probably save you from a certain situation. Which one do you give it to? The needy or the deserving? The person that's in need, they got their check, their SSI check, their disability check. They could have went and bought a car. They could have went and bought clothes. They could have went and bought shoes. They could have went and bought water. Could have paid rent, got them a place to stay. They chose to go out and party and mess that money off in one weekend. Now they got to spend the rest of the month broke. They made that choice, not you. The deserving, they're doing righteous things with their money. They're doing the right things in their life. They're allowing blessings to mount up by still helping people and still doing things for people, still going the extra mile to help people. So it's only right that the people that they help come back and show a little love and return some of the favor. Because they deserve it. But you only got one person that you can help at this time. Which one do you help, the needy or the deserving? That's the easy answer. God wants us to give to the deserving, not the needy. Because the needy, after you give them something, they're gonna mess it off again, and they're gonna be in need again. Then somebody else gonna come and help them and give them something. They're gonna mess that off, and they're gonna be in need again. So every time you see them, they begging. Never having the incentive to say, hey, I'm gonna pay this back. They always begging. They're never willing to return the favor. You may get them $100. Hey, come over and wash my car and clean my house, or cut my grass 2 times for me. Just let me see you trying to make good on that 100, even though you don't have a job, even though you can't pay it. That's what it's about. So don't let people make a fool out of you. And women, anytime a man come to you and he in need, you need to be learning how to run track from that nigga. You need to be learning how to run track. You should be learning how to run track.
Think I'm part of the sky. King Brian, meditate this high. You know what I'm saying? King Brian, Kim OG. I think I'm part of the sky when I meditate this high. I think I'm part of the sky when they got me meditating this high. I think I'm part of the sky when they got me meditating this high. I think I'm part of the sky when they got me meditating this high. You ever felt your summer when it came in the winter? You ever ate breakfast and that there is dinner? A nigga feeding his family, not how that's a sinner. The government cheat us and how they the winners. If you just stayed down with your people, we'd have been up. That face you no mistake, homie, that shit was in you. Them pros give you head, but you gotta keep your chin up. Shots being fired on your ass, get your bin up. Come back through, turn around, just a clean up. Spend too much time being broke, get your dream up. It hurt a nigga to have to get the mask, go and skin up. Once upon a time, it was a nigga out here drugging. Pull a tool, all the niggas turn around like his cousin. Now you hear a sign, but for that you hear it bustin'. Folks, now you hear a sign, but for that you hear it bustin'. Come on. I think I'm part of the sky when I meditate this high. I think I'm part of the sky when they got me meditating this high. I think I'm part of the sky when they got me meditating this high. I think I'm part of the sky when they got me meditating this high.